Right, my good people, we got to be real about what's going on here. So, um, we can't unsee what happened in the debate. I think Joe Biden needs to step down. I think most Americans feel like that on the Democratic side. They're just not really fully admitting it to themselves yet. But I think we at a point where, yeah, he's needs to step down. So I'm gonna play this video. It's an Inside Edition video, just talking about how some in the Democratic Party feel like he needs to step down. Let's take a listen.
Dr. Jill Biden leads the 81-year-old president off stage by the hand after the train wreck debate performance. Biden appeared more energized at a Waffle House after the debate, cracking wise and defending his performance.
Any concerns about your performance?
No, it's hard to debate a liar. New York Times pointed out he lied 26 times.
Let's point out something. How is he gonna really give you a a real honest opinion of his performance? He doesn't realize where he messed up. When you have cognitive disabilities or cognitive decline, you don't even know when you're saying something that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? We all have grandmothers and granddads who we've seen declines in, uncles, whoever, where you could tell that they don't really know what they're saying at certain times, and that's what's going on here. This is just old age and cognitive decline. So asking him about his performance is actually, to me, a little stupid. But anyway, let me play some more.
Big lies. He didn't tell the truth.
Are you suffering from a cold? Your campaign said that you're sick.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question.
And Dr. Jill was cheerleader in chief with supporters at a watch party.
Let's wait a minute. So I know it's his wife, and I feel like spouses should always support each other. But she was talking to him like he was. She was talking to him how I would talk to my 8-year-old son or my 7-year-old daughter. Well, Joe, you answered every question. I mean, he should answer every question. I mean, he is the president of the free world. So even the way she's talking to him, it makes it sound like, she's talking to him like he's a child a little bit, but that's a reflection of his decline mentally that she obviously knows. That's why she's talking to him like that. I don't think she would have said, Joe, you answered every question. I don't think she would have said it like that 8 years ago. You know what I mean? Or 16 years ago, So let me play more of the video.
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why?
Now some say it's up to her and others close to him to persuade Biden to end his bid for a second term.
Now, this right here is important. It's very important that Jill be the one that helps him or tells him to step down. She needs to be honest with him as a wife and say, look, Joe, you did a great job, but I think it's time to step aside and let someone else, carry the baton, and as a wife, she would be the most honest and potent voice to really get through to him. If he's like really stubborn about stepping down. So at this point, we don't know if he's stubborn about stepping down or it's just something that he's being put up to. Maybe he doesn't want to be president, but he feels the pressure from everybody else. We don't know. But let's take a listen to this panel.
How long do we continue to act like that we didn't see what we just saw last night?
The First Lady, the President's sister. Those are the kinds of people who turn to him and say, sir, it's time to consider stepping aside.
Melissa DeRosa is a Democratic Party strategist.
I think that family has to be asking itself a lot of tough questions today. If that were my father that was on that stage last.
I mean, look at the look, and I'm not saying all the time the look on his face is that he's not there, but there's many times throughout the debate when you look at his face and you're like, this guy's not really here. He's not all the way there. You can tell.
Last night, I wouldn't feel right about this. If he can't demonstrate to the American people that he can do the job, then I think it's incumbent on those around him to be honest with themselves and with him and figure out a replacement quickly.
Many are wondering if party power brokers like Barack Obama, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi will have a heart-to-heart talk with Biden and tell him, Joe, you gotta go. The only reaction from Barack Obama so far, a post that says bad debate nights happen. One frontrunner to replace Biden on the ticket is California Governor Gavin Newsom. He found himself at the center of a media mosh pit in the spin room.
From my humble perspective, this is not about style. This is about delivering results for the American people.
If the president is persuaded to end his campaign, a new candidate would be chosen at the Democratic convention in August in Chicago.
Now, this is going to be really interesting because August is right around the corner. When this happens, we're going to see who is chosen if they choose a new front runner. But I think it's inevitable at this point that they're going to have to choose a new front runner. We'll see. We'll really see in Chicago what's going to happen. But I think at this point, I don't know Gavin Newsom. I don't know a lot about him, honestly. But I think that there's no way around it. We need a new front runner.